Accountability is kryptonite. Subscribe and let's talk about it.
Blame women for choosing the wrong man. Why don't y'all blame the man for faking his personality, like for using his representative to get her, and then love bombing her? And after you love bomb her, you break her down and you abuse her. Why y'all don't normalize blaming the man? Why does the woman get the blame? Like, I'm really curious. Why does the woman get the blame for choosing the wrong man? Yes, there are red flags. Yes, there are certain things that you should see in people, right? But when a person is lying and covering up who they really are, it's hard to see through those things, right? Because they're putting on a mask. How do you see through the mask? You cannot always see through the mask. Why do y'all always blame the woman? Why not blame the man for pretending to be somebody that he's not?
Listen, the truth is, men get the blame, right? We constantly tell men that they have to do better. We have the whole society set up telling men they have to do better. The reason that people highlight women in this case is because it seems like you just can't. You just can't say what you did wrong. Full stop. That's the issue. You cannot say, hey, I played a part in this. I chose poorly. Even through my intuition and astrology and all the signs, I chose poorly. I made a mistake. Or more than likely, we can understand that, hey, listen, things weren't perfect. I contributed to the decline of my relationship. It always takes two. The reason men have so much a problem with this is because you almost want to put it forth as if it's always all men. And for generations, we believe that to be the narrative when it came down to dating or relationships in general, that it's the end of a relationship is always because a man did something. Even if a woman stepped out, if she cheated, it was always at the behest or because a man lacked in some sort of area, did not do something, or this is a revenge thing. It's always a reactionary thing. Once the internet came around and we all got together, we all started having the same conversations, we realized, like, no, you're human. You're making decisions on your own. Then, the world gave you a camera, front-facing camera, and said, talk about it. And you told us exactly how you move. And we find out it's not really that much different to men. But listen, before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. Still going strong, still trying to do 2 a day. Still trying to make it to June, 2 a day, full year. Share the video, hype the video. We got merch in the store. So even when she's talking about the accountability there, you could see like she has even trouble sort of getting around some of this. Yes, there are red flags. Okay, you then ignored the flags and you continued on. Not only did you continue on, you continue on in making one of the most profound decisions you can make on the planet, on your time on this planet, is to bear life, to have children. You did that while ignoring the red flags. For whatever reason that you thought this would turn out well, this would turn out better. This is the part that's on you. Even if before we even get into that, you contributed to the downfall of your relationship. Even before we get to that, before we acknowledge that, you saw red flags, you saw the way he was treating you, and then you made your decision. Okay, let's say that you've got this kid. You realize he was terrible for you. He's a bad father. He doesn't take care of this. Then you have another kid with him. What are we supposed to say to that? How do we now let you off the hook and say, yeah, it's still the man's fault? We know he's a piece of shit. We get that, right? I don't think you ever find anyone in the comments saying that men are the altruistic angels in when they're being serious. No, we get it. It's on display. Tyler Perry cannot stop reminding us. We get it. Cool, right? Tubi tells us all the time. We got it. But what we can't fathom, what we can't seem to wrap our hand around, is understanding that y'all fuck up too. Y'all mess things up easily, right? And in some of the very same ways. We can only talk about it in its small compartmentalized context, and the minute we look away, its object permanence is gone. We can talk about how many men are raising children that aren't theirs, but then when we scroll to the next video, that thing's gone. We don't take that information and use it in larger context of a better conversation. No, we go back to saying, why do you keep blaming women? Because you're humans and you're adults. You have the ability to make decisions. You've made decisions that were detrimental to your life outcome, especially when it just comes down to dating. You have to take accountability for that. It's no one else's fault. And even if you want it to be, who cares? You coming into a relationship with multiple baby daddies and multiple kids, and a man is saying, I'm good on that. Even if you don't think that you should be blamed, you don't want to hold any type of, you want to be blameless in a scenario, doesn't matter. I don't need you to take accountability for that. I just know I'm taking accountability for my life and how it's going to turn out by not having you in it romantically. That's all we can, that's all we're really left with. Until you start taking bits of, pieces of this humble pie, this accountability pie, and saying, yeah, we do stuff, we mess up a lot of stuff. We get more and more, delusional with how we rate ourselves, how we view ourselves. We get more and more delusional about expectations of men. We get more and more delusional of what we say we deserve, regardless of the decisions we've made in our lives. We want the world, yet we're willing to give the world crumbs. This is how it looks to us when women come on here and say, why don't you blame the men? It's just a dodge. It's every discussion is always hampered by the men do it too. Two things can be wrong. And we've clearly established that men are wrong all the time. There was another video I had I featured on the live where man was saying, he was overhearing a conversation where his parents were having, and he said, his father said, are you ever wrong, or is it just always me? And that hit a chord. Some of us as men have understood that, because most of the things are seen through the lens of the feminine. And when you don't adhere to that, when you do something a different way, it's wrong. He didn't put the bowls away, so this is why you should divorce him. He didn't wash the dishes the right way, so this is why I should divorce him. As if there's not multiple ways to get things done, multiple ways to skin the cat. But until we start acknowledging that it takes two to tango, women love saying that when it comes down to having children, and both parties should be responsible for raising that child. Yeah, if we did this in a context that wasn't planned, you can say it was a mistake, but then we both partook in that. Until we get to a place when we both can sit down and acknowledge that women make mistakes. Women make things and make judgments in error. Women make selfless decisions. We know it. Objectively, we know it. It's just a human thing. When you continue to deny it, we can't move the needle past that. In the past, in generations past, we absolutely have. We've seen that, we ignored it, we justified it, rationalized it, and we closed that chapter, kept moving. Now we won't finish the book. We're keeping it right where it is. If you can't take any type of acknowledgement of your own mistakes, that kind of makes you infantile. That makes you a toddler. Toddlers act like that. No, it's not me, him. No, it's not me, she. No. Until you do that, this is a developmental milestone. Until you can move past this and acknowledge that you move through the world and you have your decisions have consequences and affect those around you. It's just you being an adult. If you want praise for being independent, for having degrees, having jobs, making money, being CEOs, being bosses, that comes with understanding you make mistakes. Relationally, you make mistakes. And personally, I can't get with anyone. I can't be around anyone, have people in my circle that can't acknowledge that. Even if you need to do it in secret, even if you need to have secret conversations like, yeah, man, yeah, we've effed up on that. But I got to adhere to the girl code out here. I'll take that. It's a start. Listen, if you disagree, if you think women are blameless, let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you listen to Sound My Voice now and you have not subscribed, I think you should. You're just trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.